there, it's Jillian and welcome to Mindful Minutes. We are going to do another beginner yoga sequence today, or really something that's appropriate for all levels. And actually today we're going to begin standing. So let's just take a wide stance, slightly wider than hips width. And let's just bring our hands gently to the heart. Let's connect with our heartbeat for a moment. Let's just find our center, feeling calm and grounded. As we focus on our posture, let's allow the crown of our head to lift us nice and tall towards the ceiling. Let's allow the shoulders to slide down our back. Let's make sure our belly is hugging in towards our spine, our tailbone is tucked under. Let's make sure our knees are soft, not in a locked position. And press down evenly through the soles of the feet, feeling calmly rooted to the earth. Let's just begin our practice right now with 5 deep breaths. Inhale, taking a big breath in. Exhale, full breath out. 4 more, big breath in. Big breath out. 3. 2. And 1 more, big breath in. And big breath out. Let's slowly relax our arms down to the sides. Let's step our feet slightly back together, about hips width apart now. And we're going to start mountain pose. Pressing the soles of our feet down, crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. Hug your belly in, standing nice and tall. Fingertips reaching down to the ground, feeling the full length of your spine. Standing nice and strong, belly to the spine. Nice strong position, just for 2 breaths here. Big breath in. Big breath out. 1 more, big breath in. And big breath out. Just beginning with some gentle motion. Let's inhale, bring our arms all the way up. Exhale, float them all the way back down to the sides. Inhale, all the way up, big stretch. All the way back down, and once more, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. This time we're going to add a forward fold with that. So we're going to inhale all the way up. Exhale, bend in the knees, sink all the way down. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Nice and fluid. Bend all the way back down. 3 more. Here's 1. 2. And 3. Very nice. And just gently shifting side to side, releasing the spine. And back to center. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders back. And roll our shoulders forward. And let us start with our tree pose, feeling centered and focused, hands back to the heart. Pressing down through our left foot, take our right heel to the ankle. Find your balance here first, belly to the spine. Nice length from the crown of the head all the way down to the sole of the foot. Once we find our balance, you might be able to take the foot to the shin, maybe the inner thigh, just never on the knee joint. And we're going to try and hold for 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. 2. And 3. Now we're going to step this right foot back, coming into a high lunge. Arms reaching straight up in front of you. Shoulders sliding down the back, standing nice and tall. Make sure your front knee is directly over your ankle. And we're gonna try and tap our back knee down to the ground 3 times. Here's 1, rise, 2, rise, and 3, rise. Now we're on the ball of that back foot right now. Let's ground that heel down, turning this into a warrior 1. Let's take our arms back behind us, grab hold of the opposite forearms, press your chin and chest to the ceiling, big stretch. And back to neutral. Let's take those arms all the way back up once more. Inhale, interlace and lift. And then hands to the hips, and we're gonna step all the way back to our mountain pose. Let's roll those ankles out, rolling 1, and then the other. Already we feel our body warming up. Everything's getting working. Let's go ahead and inhale those arms all the way up again. 1 forward fold, exhale all the way down. Hang here for a moment. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe put a soft bend in the knees if you need to. And then we'll come halfway up, nice flat back. Hands to the shins, crown of the head reaches forward. All the way back down. Soften those knees. Let's rise all the way back up again. And bring those arms all the way down to the sides. One more time, twisting side to side. And let's go ahead and do our tree pose on the other side now. Bringing our hands to the heart, let's connect with our heartbeat. Press down through the right foot, take our left heel to the ankle. Find your balance, tree pose. Usually one side's a little more stable than the other, and that's just fine. Take your time. If you want to, the foot can come to the shin or the inner thigh. Never right on that knee joint though. Whoop, lost my balance. So we'll just keep that foot exactly where it needs to be. Maybe it's on the ground, maybe it's to the shin, maybe it's the inner thigh. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Two. And 1 more. Slowly stepping that left foot back onto the ball of the foot, sweeping the arms high. Here's our high lunge, shoulders sliding down the back. Tuck that tailbone under, belly to the spine. 3 times, let's tap that knee to the ground. And rise to the ground. And rise once more to the ground. And rise. Ground your heel down. Warrior 1. Take your hands back behind you. Lift the chin and chest to the ceiling. Big stretch. Back to neutral. Sweep those arms all the way high. Big breath. Hands to the hips. Step it forward. Back to our mountain pose. Rolling out those ankles. From here, we're going to move into our chair pose. So we'll inhale those arms all the way up, shoulders sliding down the back, framing the ears. Bend in the knees, sink through the hips, coming into our chair pose. If you want a little bit of a challenge, let's come onto the balls of our feet. You'll feel the thighs engage, a little bit of a balance pose there. Relax those heels back down. 3 times, we're gonna sweep the arms all the way back behind us and back through chair pose. 2, sweep those arms back behind us, all the way back through chair pose. Last one, sweep those arms back and through chair pose. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up, palms together, tip backwards. Back up to neutral. Tipping to one side, half moon. Up and over to the other. And back to neutral, hands to the heart. Find that pace of breath again. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. relax those arms down to the sides. Anytime we need to, we reconnect with that breath. We're gonna take our legs slightly wider than hips width now. Both feet are pointing out. We're gonna keep our right foot turned in, and our left foot is going to turn all the way out. So this foot's turned in a little bit at an angle, and your left foot is facing straight off in front of you. My heel is roughly in line with the arch of my back foot. I'm gonna bring my arms up shoulder height, and I'm gonna bend in this left knee until my left knee comes right over top of my ankle, coming into a warrior two position here. We're gonna start by just tipping backwards, nice stretch along the side body, reverse warrior. Back through center, warrior two. And then folding the other way, resting our arm gently on our knee, extended side angle. Just gently flow through that a few times, coming through our warrior two, tipping backwards, reverse warrior, back through center, warrior two, and forward again, extended side angle. Let's do that one more time. Back through center, reverse, back through center, and forward, and back through center and hold. 3 times. We're gonna straighten the leg, bring our arms up, exhale, sink it down. Straighten the leg all the way up, exhale, sink it down. Once more, straighten and sink. Now hold here for a moment. We're gonna take our hands to our hips. We're gonna straighten this front leg. We're gonna face forward and slowly begin to hinge. Reach our arm down, reaching for either the shin or maybe the ground. Reaching your right arm to the ceiling, coming into a triangle pose. Now my hips and shoulders are stacked, so I'm not leaning off to the front. I'm stacked like I'm between 2 panes of glass. This is our triangle pose, nice deep stretch. Once we've held it for a breath or two, you might even be able to bring both hands down. Now we're framing the foot, folding over that left leg, big stretch. And let's walk our hands around to the center. Both feet point out now, folding forward, wide leg forward fold. Putting a bend in those knees, let's rise all the way back up, reach those arms overhead, interlace and lift, and relax those arms down. Feet are slipping a little bit. So now we're gonna go ahead and do that on the other side. So our left foot is now gonna turn in slightly. Our right foot is gonna point straight off in front. Our arms are gonna come shoulder height. We're gonna bend that right knee till it comes right over the right ankle. Warrior two on the other side. Now warrior two, our gaze is over that right arm. And then we're gonna gently tip it backwards for a reverse warrior. Back through center, warrior two. And folding it forward, arm rest gently on the right leg. Extended side angle. Back through center, warrior two. Reverse. Back through center, warrior two. Extended side angle. Once more, back through center, warrior two. And reverse. And back through center, last one, extended side angle. And back through center and hold your warrior two, nice and strong, belly to the spine. Take our hands to the hips, go ahead and straighten this right leg. Facing forward, we're gonna begin to hinge. Reach that right arm down to the ground, maybe it just stops right at the shin, wherever we can reach. Left arm reaches to the ceiling, stacking our hips and shoulders. Maybe you're staring at the ceiling. Maybe you're staring straight off the head. Maybe you're staring down at the ground, whatever feels best for you. Few deep breaths. And when when you're ready, we'll frame that foot, folding over our right leg, big stretch. And walk our hands around to center, both feet pointing out, folding forward. Wide leg forward fold. Now from here, let's straighten our back. We're gonna soften our knees, rise all the way up, bring those arms overhead once more, interlace and lift. And back down. We're just gonna heel toe those feet, scooting them back together. And then we're gonna come down through a forward fold and step our way back to a downward dog. Inhale those arms all the way up. Palms together, folding all the way down to the ground. Walk those feet back, stepping into a downward facing dog. Chin is tucked towards the chest. Chest is pressing back to the thighs. Maybe we bend one knee and then the other, walking our dog a little bit. Press those heels to the ground. And rolling all the way forward through plank position. We'll lower down to the ground. Rising up through cobra or up dog. And back through our child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Hold for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Coming onto our hands and our knees through our tabletop position here. 3 cat-cows to relax the spine. Rounding the back, tucking the chin towards the chest. Relaxing the belly. 2, round. And release. Last one, round. And release. Back to that neutral spine. Last one we're going to do here is we're going to slide our right knee forward, reach the ankle towards the wrist, and slide our left leg back behind us. So we're coming into a pigeon position. We're going to just kind of rock back and forth, settling into the hip for a moment, releasing any tension there. Maybe we'll even walk it down to the forearms and hold here in a resting pigeon. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. To come on out of this, we'll take our hands below our shoulders, press on up, slide that right leg back. Let's slide our left leg forward now. Ankle goes towards the opposite wrist. Right leg slides back behind us. Both hips pressing down to the ground. Rock side to side. Find where it's comfortable. Settle into your pigeon. And then maybe we walk our forearms down. A little bit of a resting pigeon. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Place those hands under the shoulders, pressing all the way back up. We'll slide back through our tabletop position one more time. 1 cat-cow, round through your back. Relax the belly. Neutral spine. And sitting back on our heels. Bringing our hands right on tops of our thighs. Letting our shoulders relax, closing our eyes for a moment. Let's return our focus to the breath. And as we get ready to either start our day or continue on with our day, or maybe we're ending our day wherever we're at, let us just appreciate all that our days have to offer. Let us find joy in every moment in any way we can. And let us remember that whenever we need to, we can come back to the breath. We can feel calm, secure, and connected to each moment by returning our focus to the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing our hands to the heart. Know that you are loved. Know that you are worthy. And know that you are appreciated. We end with Namaste. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Thanks for watching Mindful Minute.